I die today, I'ma go and get some money. If I die today, I'ma go and get some money. If I die today, if I die today.
Cold flows for a cold mind, see a new world, but I'm so blind. Kick rocks when your time's up, better start digging like a coal mine. Cold heart, seen cold times, it's a bold move, but the sunshine raise up when you...
Good morning, new 1%. It's your boy Satoshi Boomin coming at you with yet another video, guys. We're here every day, no matter pump or dump. We're talking about VeChain. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started, guys. So, thank you to VeChain Foundation for retweeting this. Don't forget, the VeChain Hackathon continues. It's going to help build tools that enhance community dApp building and the developer environment. You can win up to $25,000. So come and help build. Here is the page for it. VeChain Hackathon, building fundamentals to the future. Trying to lower the barrier of using blockchain technology and allow projects to and enterprises to leverage blockchain technology and solve real world problems. So yeah, guys, if you're interested, I like seeing the participants go up. Last time we checked was about a couple weeks ago, and they only had like 90 participants, so it's good to see 204. So if you're interested, if you have any type of coding skill, please participate. Let's build VeChain for the future. You know, we're trying to build Web3, we're trying to expand, we're trying to do a lot of different things on the VeChain metaverse. So I wanted to showcase this video here about Web3. This is from gate.io. Go ahead and give them a subscribe. That's an exchange in the crypto ecosystem. This gentleman here is going to explain to us what Web 1.0 is, what Web 2.0 is, and what Web 3.0 is, and why it's important. VeChain, amongst other cryptocurrencies, are trying to build out the Web 3.0 infrastructure, and this is going to be the future of crypto. This is going to be the future of internet. So it's important for us to really figure out what Web 3.0 is and how we can profit from it, how we can use it, and how we can be on the forefront of it. So let's take a look at this video.
Let's first go back and understand the history of Web 1. In the 1990s, the dot-com era, websites served a role similar to traditional media, where information was one-sided and consumers could just consume. Websites like Yahoo charged to be at the top of the search results, regardless of how many people clicked on the link, similar to how print newspapers charge for ads. Then with the proliferation of social media, Web 2 was born, and the emphasis switched to being about trending popular content that other users created. The line between content consumer and producer was blurred. But a host of problems arose from Web 2, the most prominent of which are censorship and privacy issues. The mega tech giants Google, Facebook, and Twitter regularly and openly squash any discourse that doesn't fit their narrative. Donald Trump was banned from social media. So if an active US president who's a billionaire can't even talk freely, what chance do you have? Web3 remakes the architecture of the internet to allow users to not be dependent on any single corporation or government so they can do whatever they want. In this video, I'll go over some of the basic components of Web3 and what some of the leaders in this space currently are. These basic components range from domain name registry to cloud data storage and computer processing, which in crypto talk is called smart contract platforms. First, let's talk about domain name registry. Under the current system, when you go to a website, let's say google.com, the part before the dot is the subdomain, in this case, the Google. The part after the dot, in this case, .com, is the top level domain. The top level domain rents the domain to the sub. So in this case, VeriSign, which owns .com top level domains, rents it to Google. So you can never really own a .com or a .net domain. In contrast, with Web3, it's an open marketplace where users can bid on their own top level domains. For example, one of the leaders in this space is Handshake with their HNS token, which has, using a Vickery style auction, allowing people to own and then rent to others any domain that they want. Now that's a very brief explanation, but let's go on to the next component of Web3, which is cloud data storage. Now, as we all know, the leaders of cloud storage in Web 2 are Amazon and Google. But in Web 3, there's a huge host of competitors that aren't engaging in censorship and aren't spying on their users. Some of these competitors are Filecoin, Siacoin, and Arweave, but there's many more. The way that they work is that data is shared peer-to-peer, and people are incentivized to host to be paid in the project's native cryptocurrency. Either data is stored directly on the blockchain, or the blockchain is used to keep track of payments for who is hosting the data. For example, with Siacoin, data is split up into groups, and hosts put up collateral. If the host bounces before their paid hosting period is complete, the host loses their collateral, which incentivizes them to make sure that no data is lost. And in addition, there's many duplicate hosts for all the different groups. Another approach is how Arweave does it. Arweave incorporates all of the data that ever was into the blockchain. And then when hosts, called miners, update new information, which in this case is called a block of information, they have to show proof that all of the previous information is being included. This has the advantage of creating a permanent record, which is extremely useful for things like recording history without censorship. And the final component of Web3 is computer processing, which in crypto talk is called a smart contract platform. With Web 2, information is processed on a single company's computer or network, but they can change the rules to whatever they want and censor or block users. On the other hand, with Web 3, information is processed on the blockchain, which makes it permissionless and completely censorship resistant. The reason the code is called a contract is because it's an agreement between two parties to process the information on the blockchain. Some of the leaders in this space are Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, and even ICP, or
soon to be VeChain as well. We have a new paradigm that VeChain is trying to get into here, guys. Web3, the future of the internet, okay? Being able to take control from the big internet companies like Google, Facebook, all that stuff, and to consolidate power back into the hands of the users, okay? That's what the big deal of DeFi is, and that's why I champion it each and every day. The VeChain Foundation here posts, Chief Scientist Peter Zhu published a new version of Web3 Providers Connex tool, allowing developers to use both the Web3 JS and the Ethers.js libraries to interact with VeChainThor. So we're building these tools needed in order to support the Web3 revolution. Sunny Liu also mentions throughout, his tweets that he's been tweeting every day now. He mentions throughout his tweets that we're trying to build Web3. We're trying to expand into it, build metaverses, build decentralized finance, build these tools needed for the future of the internet. So that's a little bit brief about what Web3 is. And I hope that was interesting for you guys and knowledgeable. We'll come back to that in future episodes, but just in case, people have been throwing this Web3, metaverse, all these words around, and there's no real explanation of what that stuff is. So let's take a look at the upbit volume, guys. I wanted to take a look at this. Now, we know that prices are down today, okay? There's a lot going on in the world. Stocks, I think, are down as well. And Bitcoin took a dump as well, so it is what it is. The Koreans aren't really pumping anything. Let's see, Kyber Network, Crystal Legacy. Yeah, everything's down. So when we look at the upbit volume, we can't really parse too much information from it. VeChain is up a little bit on the volume though. That's definitely good to see. Sitting here in about 6 cents. I was hoping we could keep the 7 cent mark, but Bitcoin had to take a dump, and we'll see if Bitcoin does rise again. And if it does, obviously VeChain won't be far. So let's continue to move on, guys. We've got Eisenreich here. Thank you to Eisenreich. He posts, how long to POA 2.0 is finalized? And Peter Zhu said, not far. Boom. When can we see POA final stage? Not far. So I will keep you guys up to date on those POA updates. Don't worry, you guys won't miss anything. And let's move on. And finally, guys, don't forget FAIRUZ VeNation Mint on April the 16th at 5 p.m. UTC. They're also going to be a part of the spaces today at 1 p.m. guys, so you don't want to miss it. Everybody in the VeChain family comes. I'm going to try to make it as well, but I've got to work today, so we'll see how that works out. But FAIRUZ VeNation, guys, Mint is on April the 16th. We see a post here. We have the CEO of, the creator of FAIRUZ VeNation. 6 days left into the Mint, and we are on fire. Here's some sneak peeks. As we can see here, looks like a nice little metaverse there. Nice little log cabin. Got somebody working in the back here, doing some modeling, so definitely cool. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to chop wood. Thank you to FAIRUZ VeNation for sponsoring the channel. And then we have the FAIRUZ Nation Keepers sale. Again, 5 days. You can mint a max of 4 NFTs at 1,500 a piece. So go ahead and mint that on the 15th. Alright guys, we got 718 days left to the next Bitcoin block halving. And looking at the markets here, the markets are down, Bitcoin's down, everything's down. So, I mean, I don't know why Bitcoin took a dump. I think it's because of a whale, but you know, Bitcoin dumps and then it goes back up, and then it dumps and then it goes back up. I really don't have too much to say about the dump, guys, right now. Yeah, we're just down. So I'm really tired. I should probably stop rambling now, guys. I love y'all so much. Don't let your memes be dreams. Talk to you later with the Cardano updates. Have a great day.